Hey people, what's up? Viper Strikes 38 here, and today, guys, I have lots of wrestling news to give you guys. Yeah, I got news on Rey Mysterio being released by the WWE, and I got two articles on that from Bleacher Report and from WrestleScoop.com. So that's going to be my main topic today, is Rey Mysterio getting released by the WWE, and I'll have some other news at the end to give you guys. So I'm just going to get right into the article. I hope you guys have had a good Friday so far. Just sit back and, just listen to what I have to say about this article from Bleacher Report. So, the WWE confirmed that Rey Mysterio is no longer a member of the company on Thursday, per Mike Johnson of PWInsider.com. Many fans were tipped off to the news when WWE subtly moved Mysterio's WWE.com profile from the Superstars section to the alumni page. Between that and the infrequency with which he's been on WWE television, it wasn't hard to see the writing on the wall. Mysterio's last appearance came on the night after WrestleMania 30. On the April 6th, 2014 edition of Raw, he lost to Bad News Barrett. See, I didn't even remember that. I didn't even remember that. The last time I remember Rey Mysterio being in a WWE ring was when he was the number 30 entrant he was the number 30 entrant in the 2014 Royal Rumble, and he just was basically booed the shit out of because they wanted Daniel Bryan to be number 30. So that was the last I remember of Rey Mysterio, was him being in the Royal Rumble of 2014. Ever since then, I guess the last time he was on was after WrestleMania 30, where he lost to Bad News Barrett. Wrestling Facts provided his in-ring statistics from his time with the company. In his WWE career, Rey Mysterio won 824 matches and lost 335, his last match being the Raw after WrestleMania 30. He'd made no secret about his desire to leave WWE, appearing in a video promo during AAA's Triplemania last August. See, and I never saw that. Mysterio won't likely be unemployed for long. With Spandex's Danielle Matheson thinks he'll be a member of AAA in no time. Rumors of him joining AAA extension Lucha Underground have been going around since basically its inception, bolstered by former WWE star Alberto El Patron, which I don't know who that is. Maybe it's Del Rio, I don't know, saying he would not have joined Lucha Underground if it weren't for someone who was set to join the company soon. No matter what happens with Mysterio from here, his WWE career reached a somewhat inglorious end, which is a shame considering all he's accomplished in his time there. He was a two-time World Heavyweight Champion and held the WWE Championship for a brief time in July of 2011. So there's the Bleacher Report article on Rey Mysterio getting released, and to be honest, this is like the first I've heard about this. I did not see this coming. I knew from rumors that Mysterio was off TV for a while. I was kind of when I was like, what the hell is Mysterio doing? And then, I was hearing about how he kind of wanted his release from the company because he wasn't being utilized at all. And his last time was during WrestleMania, was the day after WrestleMania 30, I guess. But so I just heard about this today. When I went online, I saw Rey Mysterio released by WWE, and I was like, okay, I have to make a video on this. So yeah, and here's the WrestleScoop.com article on it. As noted, WWE quietly moved Rey Mysterio to their alumni section today, and the company later confirmed that he's no longer with them. There are rumors that Rey negotiated his release, but PW Insider reports that his WWE contract actually expired and was not renewed. We've noted how there have been issues between Rey and WWE for some time. While expecting to leave the company, Rey was upset that WWE extended their previous deal because he was out of action for so long with injuries. So he had kind of a falling out, I guess, with WWE on that. Rey will have no trouble finding work with other promotions. Conan, however the hell you say the person's name, is already reportedly working on setting up dates for Rey Mysterio, and announcements could come as soon as tomorrow. There were plans for some kind of big reveal, but news getting out today probably nixed those plans. Word is that Rey will be doing a number of signing appearances, but likely won't be wrestling right away. Rey is expected to wrestle for Lucha Underground, but as of this afternoon, the two sides have not signed a new deal. Rey may be coming into Lucha Underground as the person who introduced Conan to Lucha Underground champion Prince Puma. Rey will likely make his return to Mexico's AAA promotion at their March 15th Rey de Reyes event. AAA has announced a press conference for later this week, and that could be where they announce Rey Mysterio's return. Mysterio is expected to ask for big money to make indie appearances. So this is big news, like I said to me. It sounds like Rey might sign with Lucha Underground, or he might return to this AAA wrestling company. I don't know either of those companies, because the only wrestling I watch is WWE. That's all I watch. I mean, I already watch wrestling too much as it is sometimes, but, well, actually, no, I don't. But either way, so I don't really know much about Lucha Underground or the AAA promotion, but if Rey Mysterio goes wrestling there, I might watch a couple just to see how it is and how he does with those companies. But either way, I don't really know how to feel about Rey Mysterio getting released, because he was not being he wasn't active with the WWE roster. He wasn't wrestling all the time due to injuries, and it sounded like as if he wanted to be released from the company, so because of the injuries and because they had signed him to a new deal when he didn't ask to be signed. So I don't know how to feel about this, because again, I haven't seen Rey Mysterio on WWE TV in a long time. Like I said, the last time I remember him was on the Royal Rumble of WrestleMania, for WrestleMania 30. That was the last I saw Rey Mysterio. But either way, though, I guess I'm kind of bummed about it, because I was a Rey Mysterio fan. I liked what Rey Mysterio did. He was a good wrestler. And I always thought it was kind of cool that he was kind of like the shortest. Well, yeah, he was the shortest wrestler. And I mean, it shows you that even being the smallest wrestler on the roster, you can still achieve whatever you want in WWE. You can be a world champion. You can be a tag team champion. You can be an intercontinental. I mean, you can be any champion no matter what your height is in WWE. You just gotta basically be good at wrestling to get those. And I was always a fan of Rey Mysterio. I liked his work with Batista when he was a tag team with Batista. I liked his matches. I liked Rey Mysterio's matches with many wrestlers. He had great matches with Edge, Chris Jericho. They had a good rivalry. His matches with Batista were good, with The Undertaker. I mean, I could go on and on of how successful Rey Mysterio's career was. He lasted over an hour. And I think the 2006 Royal Rumble, you'll have to correct me on that, but he lasted over an hour in the 2006 Royal Rumble, and he won it. And he was the biggest little man to win the Royal Rumble. So Rey Mysterio had a hell of a career in WWE. I don't think he'll, look back and say, man, I wish I could have done that. Because like they said, he was a world champion. He was a multiple intercontinental champion. He was a tag team champion with Batista. He put on great matches with lots of wrestlers. So, I don't think all I want to say is thank you, Rey Mysterio, for putting on good matches with WWE, and thank you for, just giving us entertainment, putting on good matches, and that's all I really can say. So, thank you, Rey Mysterio, for your time in WWE. I wish you would have wrestled a little bit more, but due to injuries, he couldn't. So, like I said, I kind of have mixed feelings about this, because he's been gone for so long that I just, haven't really been paying too much attention to it. But like I said, thank you, Rey Mysterio, for your service with WWE. You put on good matches. And I wish you the best of luck with Lucha Underground or AAA, whichever company you decide to go to. So, yeah. And then I have news on The Undertaker, which I wanted to get to. Anything else I can get to before the 15-minute mark is over? No, probably not. So I guess I'm just going to give you guys this news. So WWE's WrestleMania plans for The Undertaker. Bray Wyatt used The Undertaker's Druids and entrance at WWE Fastlane, which was a good segment. He was wheeled to ringside in a casket and cut a promo on The Undertaker where Wyatt said he will take Taker's soul at WrestleMania 31. As of this week, WWE's current plan is to keep The Undertaker off TV until WrestleMania 31 unless something changes. Taker will not be appearing on Raw or SmackDown to help build the storyline with Bray Wyatt. The idea behind keeping Taker off TV is that we don't know where he's been. We don't know what he looks like or what his condition is, so it'll be a bigger surprise when he does appear at WrestleMania. I'm not a huge fan of this. I think they do need to put The Undertaker on Raw. I think that would help build towards WrestleMania, because, I mean, we still have a little ways to go till WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania isn't till March 29th, so we got a couple more weeks until, like, WrestleMania. So they need WWE. I don't know what the hell they're thinking here. They need to have The Undertaker on Raw, I think, at least a couple times. He doesn't have to say much, but this is what I would do if I was WWE. I would, of course, have Bray Wyatt keep cutting his awesome promos and keep taunting The Undertaker, saying about how he's going to, basically take The Undertaker's soul and, get rid of the legend, and now that he's weak and all that, and he'll basically put him into retirement. I like that. I think that's an interesting storyline. But to me, they should have The Undertaker at least appear a couple times on Raw in the next couple weeks to help build the storyline. I mean, there's only so much Bray Wyatt can do with his promos to make you hyped up for this match. But I don't know, maybe it could work, but I really don't really like this too much. I think they should have The Undertaker on a couple Raws. But I mean, they make a good point that it would help, make people wonder, well, is The Undertaker going to show up at WrestleMania or not? So, I mean, I guess there's that point to it, but again, I think it's kind of a bad idea. I think there's only so much that Bray Wyatt can do by himself building up the storyline, so I think they need to have The Undertaker on a couple Raws. That's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my video. Sorry I went a little bit longer than I thought I would, but anyway, let me know what you guys think about Rey Mysterio getting released by WWE. Are you going to miss Rey Mysterio at all, or do you not really care? Or are you like me, where you have mixed feelings about it because he was gone from WWE TV for so long? Also, what are your thoughts on The Undertaker possibly not appearing until WrestleMania 31 to confront Bray Wyatt? So like my video, guys. Comment on my video on what you think about all that stuff. And I hope you guys have a good Friday. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon.